yeah. Just done a school run, yeah. And it's up one straight road all the way to school, probably like a 15-minute walk. You know, it is like bare lampposts, right? England flags, Union Jacks on every single lamppost. Out of houses, hanging out of windows, all sorts of shit, yeah. And I remember when they put them up, like it was a little movement. People got there, got rolled up. I didn't really agree with it. I mean, I could understand it. Who wants Pakistani grooming gangs and illegal immigrants touching your kids or whatever, right? So I understood it, but like putting your flags up and all that, it's your government that are doing this here, and your royal family and all that. But what's happened to that movement? I mean, I ain't part of it, so like they might be secretly doing loads of stuff. What happened to it? They put a load of flags up, and then what? Like, who cares, really? You put a load of flags up. Like now the Epstein files have come out, yeah, and I ain't even looked at them that deeply, right? Because I've always said the world's run by evil people, paedophiles, Satanists. I've always said that. And now the Epstein files like released, what is it, 3 million files, and it's sort of like confirming that. But the reason I didn't look at them was because I knew like names would be redacted, all like the important names would be redacted. It'd be filled with democratic people and shit. I mean, who leaves victims' names in and takes out the evil person, like the perpetrator? But anyway, I knew that all that shit was going to happen. But it confirms a lot of stuff. All these noncy emails about thanks for the torture video and you know I'm going to come, whatever. So look it up yourself. Probably get Facebook probably wouldn't let me put it up if I said what it all said. I mean, how many rich people want to go to an island and have pizza and grape soda? Grape soda. What does that rhyme with? And pizza. Look up what that's code for. But how many of them people that whacked up the flags are now going to be outside the Houses of Parliament and wherever saying, well, hold on a minute, the kid got touched in their pin, which is terrible. But these papers like are saying that the biggest threat to our kids are all the rich people in the world. Why does no one care about that? Why do people still bang on about illegal immigrants, like talking about who they're going to vote for? Vote reform. What's going to change under reform? What's going to change? Nothing. It'd be like Donald Trump. That's what we're copying. He's not really changed anything. And all them executive orders that people are going, yeah, mate, he's smashing it. Well, when he's not president no more, when it's a Democrat that's the president, they'll be using those same executive orders against the people that you will clap for. And against you and whatever your beliefs are. We'll be going, what? Well, and their excuse will be, well, President Trump did it first, so we're allowed to. And then that same game of run in England, it's already running in England, isn't it? You can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do. But you can put flags up. Why can you put flags up? Because people in power know it don't make no difference. What difference does it make? It causes division, makes people hate each other. Oh yeah, we're white people and our country's getting taken over. Let's put up a flag. And then most of the non-natives go, well, we ain't committed a crime actually. Why are you hating on us? Well, they committed a crime in getting here. You know what I mean? They're not in England pillaging and raping at will. But we all hate them. Well, that's what the government wants you. That's why they let us put up them flags. Why do you think they haven't tried to take them down? I mean, there's not a road you can go down in Arlo that ain't got a flag on. Great. But people only put them up because to a reaction of a bad thing. They didn't put them up because they're like patriotic and they ain't had them flags up their whole lives, hanging out there like they do in America, or like whack their flag on their front lawn and have it there for like their whole life. We only put it up when something bad happens. So you're not really that patriotic. Standing outside hotels getting nicked. It's truly why I didn't go, really, because I knew it would kick off. Tommy Robinson, the great saviour of England. What's he been saying about the Epstein files? What's he actually said? Hold on a minute, I've been focusing my thing on Muslims the whole time. All the while, nothing about all those rich white people that were abusing kids. Powerful people. And people still think he's shit hot. I agree with a lot of what he says, but we're, walking about with his IDF t-shirt on, saying nothing about the biggest. It's not the biggest paedophile ring ever, but it's the biggest known one. Talk about it now. Talk about that. Talk about the 10 people in Romford that are getting nicked or whatever. I mean, he's done a good job, but there's only so far you can push that bandwagon. Like, everyone knows now. Focus on the bigger problem. People won't. Banging on about, like, Muslims must think it's all right to have sex with a little kid because Muhammad married a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old. Henry VIII's mum was about 12 when she gave birth to him. I'm sure one of his wives were probably kids, I can't remember, but I'm sure Henry VIII's mum, was about 12 or 13 when she had him. It's always gone on. There never used to be a sexual age limit 1,000 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm not even condoning it. But it's true. It was different back then. It was harder. It was different. People grew up faster. Yeah. You must believe it. Look what happens in Afghanistan. Yeah. Is that a representation of what happens everywhere in the world? No. It's like they talk about the cousins, having it with first cousins and all that. What? That only happens in an Asian Muslim community, yeah? Fucking cousins, only happens if you're Muslim. Please. People hear these, then bang on about them forever as if it's the be all and end all. They hear Douglas Murray say it and they go, wow. Hey, like fucking cousins. Got across the road before I get run over. Cheers. I hate rude people, like, standing there and they just drive past you, crawl past you. I'm out with people, mate. Anyway, as if that 10 centimetres they just made up is going to make any difference in their life. But, what was I saying now? What was I saying now? Yeah. Where's the actual movement of people getting really angry? Not just the people that put up flags. Where's the actual real anger about what's been released in them files? Why ain't everyone? Everyone says the most important thing is the protection of kids. Yeah, and it is. But where's the mass anger of everyone? Black, white, yellow, brown. Every race, every colour, every nationality. Why ain't they saying, hold on a minute, and all kicking off over that? They're all still like separated in their own little hovels, going, yeah, let's hate him over there. Let's hate him. Why? How can you be? If the number one thing is the protection of kids, then surely that's a reason to unite and do something about that. Put up a flag in honour of that. They won't. People don't even talk about it. You're walking past a school and you're hearing people talking shit. Absolute shit, mate. About non-important things. That's why I don't ever talk to none of them. They might not want to talk to me either, but they talk about the most mundane shit, the most unimportant shit, as if it's really important. As if there ain't massive things going on in the world that are going to fuck their lives up and their kids' lives. The kids that they're dropping off to school are going to massively fuck their lives up, fuck everyone's lives up. They don't even mention the real important things in the world. Anyway, what's important to me now is the zoo. Adios.